We're gonna start in about 4 minutes, see if anyone else has time to jump in. But good to see it. Just hit that. We're starting about 60 seconds and giving people time to get in. We'll start about 6 after the hour, so I'll be right back. All right. Good to see everyone. We have some what updates. So we will start with, I guess, the compliance and all that good stuff. But thank you for taking. This is our monthly meeting about the RDMO 2 fund, and we've got a lot of progress. So I'm going to go through updates with fundraising, the next auction, and then Q&A, of course. So to get started, so we finally launched our portal, and so I'm gonna pull it up right now so I can show you But if you have not already, please log in, get yourself set up. There's going to be two links. The first one's going to be to the portal that's going to hold all the compliance efforts. So we um, proof of funding or PPM, signed PPMs, all your documentation. Well, can you guys hear me okay? I guess I should ask that first.
Yeah, you can. I can hear you. Your microphone's kind of breaking up a little bit, though.
Okay, that's what I was wondering because that's what that happened to me yesterday. So let me log in on the phone too. Then I can just talk through there. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. How's that? Can you guys hear me better?
Much better, yeah.
All right, take it from the top then. Thank you very much.
That's good.
All right, so this is our monthly RDMO 2 fund meeting. So thanks for attending. We'll be here this way for the next 5 years. So if you ever have time to stop in, please do. But today I'm glad to see we have lots of stuff to talk about. So I'm going to go through some of the compliance things, our new portal, the next auction that's coming up. So just some basic updates and then FAQ. So I'll start with the portal. So we finally launched a new portal. So I want to make sure everyone's got their invites to it. I'm going to show you what it looks like, at least on the back end. But please make sure if you have not, that you find it. I'll resend you the invite. But we want to make sure that not only you have access to this portal, but there's going to be two. So there's this portal, which holds all of your signed PPM documents, proof of funding, all that good stuff. Let's look at Tatlo, for example. But this will let me know if you've activated your portal. So portal approved for Mr. Tatlo. Thank you for that. So you want to make sure you have everything in here because this is what's going to keep us compliance oriented. However, I'm going to ask them how to update what you have invested. I think it should show up here. But we're just getting this back end together. So part that I need from you is to just do this and get registered. Check out the emails. Go ahead and answer all the questions. It'll have questions for you to fill out all your mailing information, your verification, and your ID. So all that stuff has to get checked because they're going to come and audit it once a year. So if you guys can help me with that, that would be great. Fundraising wise, excuse me, something in my throat. Give me a second. Once I get everything added as far as you guys' investments, it'll show in the back end as far as where we are. But let's see, I can show you. We just got another 125 commitment yesterday from Todd James. He's going to join us. But we're about, what's that, 50, 80, about 250 away from hitting our million. So with that 125, it'll take us to maybe having another 125 left. So we're almost there. Our deadline that we gave ourselves to raise all of this is going to be the 15th of May. So next month by the 15th. So that's my crunch time to get this first million raised. Now, the next auction was supposed to be in April, but they postponed it. Okay, and so we were not able to attend that auction anyway because it wasn't open. So we really didn't miss much, but we do need to have that $1 million. So that next one is going to be on hopefully May 1st. They haven't announced it yet, but we have all the inventory in hand. Okay, so we're ready to bid on everything. We just need them to open up the data room and give us the time that it'll be open. And I think that'll really coincide very nicely with this May 15th now that I've looked at it. Because once they open the data room, they give us a few weeks to do our due diligence. So we probably won't have to submit funds until towards the end of the month, around the 15th or the 20th, the way it's kind of panning out right now. So our goal is to grab assets from this one that's coming up in May. Excuse me. And there's going to be a separate link that you're going to get. It's called the RSM link or RMS link. So I'm going to get that to you guys. That link is going to give you full transparency to the backend portal where all the assets are. So just to be clear, 2 links. You got this one, which for your compliance documentation. I'll be reaching out to you guys individually just to look at the paperwork and go through to see how far we are with each of yours account to make sure you have everything signed. Some of you guys signed it before the portal. Matter of fact, everyone on this call got in before the portal was there. So a lot of your documents are manually signed. So I may be asking you to send them to me so I can load them up manually. If not, if you don't have them, then we can sign them electronically through that first portal I showed you. So just to recap, there's going to be a second portal that I'm going to get you guys, and that one is going to give you full transparency to what asset was purchased, how much you paid for it, what the communication is with the servicers, what our notes are on it. So you'll be able to see line item, asset per asset on how things are going. And we'll still have the calls, but just to help you understand them, or if you have questions about what's going on with the timeline and things like that, and what assets we've purchased. So you'll see them through that portal. I'm also hosting every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm just showing up like this to calls for people who are looking to join and want to find out more about it. So, excuse me. If you have people that are interested in what we're doing, they want to learn more about the fund itself, I'm just answering questions and helping people go through the portal so they can get registered as we're coming to the end of our first round of funding. So I'm just making sure I'm available for those who need help registering or understanding exactly what we're doing, how, what the process is and things like that. So that's every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'll have the link sent out in case you want to share it. But for members who are already limited partners, I should say, limited partners, this is where we'll meet once a month. And if you need me beforehand, you guys all have my personal information. As NAP is leading the investor relations for this. So I'll still be your point of contact no matter what. And I'll show up here. Let me see what else we got. We're working closely with a realtor referral service. And so the fund looks like it's going to be comprised mostly of realtors and note investors. So that is really huge because it's going to allow us some stability from the investor standpoint. Everyone's seasoned. And it's also going to allow us to have a nationwide network of disposition. So any realtor that invests in the fund or gets any of their investors to invest in the fund, they will then be given first right of refusal as the territory. So whenever we're getting rid of assets, we call them to be the lead of the disposition. So for example, even myself, I'm part of this community now, and I had something in Mitchell, Indiana. I called them, they got a realtor on there, and they got it sold. I sold it actually for twice as much as I thought I was going to get. I just sent one to James Tatlow. I want to, I believe, for another one somewhere in Indiana. So part of what we're doing to recruit, we're going to be speaking at 5-Star Realty. I don't know if you guys are familiar with 5-Star, but they have this a huge real estate conference. So I'll show you there. But 5-Star Realty, we speak with them because we were going to be recruiting real estate agents to get in the fund, as mentioned, so that we can have them invest and then also have them part of the disposition. So I think my next one is going to be in Louisiana. I'll be speaking. I'll let you guys know if you guys want to come out and support as you start getting more into this. But this is where we'll be right here. 5-Star Conference. And so I will tell you that we're getting a lot of favorable reviews because people love the fact that our limited partners are seasoned note investors and real estate agents. But it just limits the risk involved and the panic involved with people who, and familiarity with the product. So you're going to be in good company with that. And I think that's all I have for updates today. So I'm looking to answer questions. And that's it, I think. Give you updates. What we've been doing thus far, launching the back end. And so if you had any issues with the back end, let me know. Oh, yeah. And I can walk you guys individually. I'm still open to do that. I think, Dell, you have your stuff together. I have to do another audit, but right now I'm doing a lot of cold calling, as you can imagine, to get the new people in. But I remember meeting with you, so I think your stuff is together. But I'll go through again, and if I see anything missing, I'll be giving individual calls.
Did you say we can upload into the portal? Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but I don't see it showing up as like the right place
Okay.
as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna meet with them just to see. They said it's in the right place, but it still says that you haven't signed the documents on one of the areas. So yeah, I don't
Get
know
it.
if you've seen that on your end, but
Nope.
okay. So maybe it's clear on your end. It's just freaking me out on the back end. But yeah, I'm still gonna look a little further into that. But I did get your information, so I wanted to highlight that for people who signed it outside. Just send it to me. I'm gonna manually upload it. Otherwise, again, you can sign it electronically. So, with that said, we are having a party at the surf shop in May. So, I want to say it's at the end of the month, and so I want to invite you guys. I'll get an invitation. Look forward to it. But what's happening is one of our partners. You guys met him who were at the party before. We're having a sale. We have an auction for a lot of his surfboards. So he has a lot of old surfboards, and so he's been taking pictures of them, putting them online. So we're having an auction. The auction itself is online, but always before the auction, the sale, there's a party. So a lot of the famous surfers, he invites down idols of his. So if you or your kids or anyone into surfing, it'll be your cup of tea because a lot of the famous, surfers and headliners from Hawaii and around the world are going to come. Photo ops, but most importantly, another opportunity for the community to get together if you guys are around. Won't force you to get in the water. Just messing with you. All right, so that's it. Unless you have any other questions, I'm gonna skedaddle and start getting some phone calls. So I'm calling a lot of people on the East Coast, get more people in. I think I have another $250,000 to raise, but I got this.
One quick question.
Yes, please.
When does the preferred return start?
The preferred return starts as soon as we deploy, as far as it coming out, like us sending them to you. So once we deploy the funds, then you will start sending out the money. And it'll be sent out quarterly, so it'll start accumulating, right? And so I'll ask Lewis what the exact date will be. That's what I should get. I'll get the exact date.
Okay.
So I'll have that for our next meeting, and if I get it sooner, I'll just deploy it to you guys one by one. But thank you for that, and I'll put it down.
No,
Hi, Erica. Good to see you. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I know it takes time. I was just curious.
Yeah, of course. I know you're seasoned in this. But with that said, good question. Keep me on my toes and make sure I have everything because this is our second one. I can tell you about RDMO 1. We just got finished wrapping that up, and so it was completed as a $15 million raise when it was all said and done, and everyone got 16%. So it wasn't too bad. And so we're looking to do that, if not more, because the inventory is looking crazy right now. So yeah.
So how many of those people are gonna roll into this one?
I don't know. I'm really not supposed to even like try to guess that, but I figure a few of them. But he tells me not to say that. He's like, we can't promise them that people are rolling over, but I think at least 6 or 7 of them are, based on what I'm hearing. But
I mean, with 16%, it'd be crazy not to, right?
yeah, no, I know we have at least $1 million of those guys committed, so that's what's making me breathe a little bit because as soon as they're liquid, then they can roll over here. But in the meantime, I still got to hit my targets. But they'll come in we'll have another $1 million by the time we hit our first $1 million on top of it. So we'll be able to hit the auction pretty tight.
Yeah.
It's only 2 million, but it'll be good. It'll be a good way to start.
Yeah, we trust you.
It's so funny. All right, good. So then I'll be around. I just want to update. Thank you, and then I'll see you guys next month, if not sooner.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Justin.
Erica. Bye bye.
All right, thanks.